Good morning. Today we're looking at Venn diagrams. Now on the farm we have turkeys, chickens, ducks and goats. And we can illustrate some of their differences using what we call a Venn diagram. Now a Venn diagram is simply a way of spacing out the information into different categories, into different regions. So let's look at the four we have. We have ducks, turkeys, chickens and goats. And we're going to see and separate them out into either whether they have large eggs and whether they are land or water creatures. So firstly, one hoop represents them produce large eggs, and the other hoop those that live on land. Look at the first one, a goat. Well, clearly a goat doesn't lay eggs, and it is a land creature, so it goes into that region there. The duck, they produce large eggs, but they are not land animals. They're waterfowl, so they prefer to be on water. Chickens don't like to be on water, and their eggs are pretty small in comparison, so they'd fit in the same region as goats. And then lastly, turkeys. Now, turkeys have relatively large eggs compared to chickens, and they live on the land. So the word "and" is important there. The turkeys are both land animals and they have large eggs. Let's look at another thing. Which of these four words have the letter U in them, and which have the letter T? So one region is going to represent all the words with the U in it, and the other region with the T. So duck has a U in it, turkey has both a U and a T, and goat has just a T. But what about chicken? Chicken has no U nor any T in it. So you might not realise, but there are four regions here. One region here, the duck occupies. Here, the central region, the and region, that's where the turkey is, and this is the goat region. But there's actually a fourth region outside these hoops, around here, and that's where the chicken will go. Now, 8 students came to have their lunch on the farm. 5 had brought some crisps, 4 had fizzy drinks, and 2 had fizzy drinks and crisps. Now, how can we use a Venn diagram to illustrate this data? Well, firstly, let's categorise those that have crisps and those that had fizzy drinks. So this hoop here represents all those that came with crisps, and this hoop here, all those that came with fizzy drinks. Now, in order to do this, we always go from the inside out, and we start with the "and" word, and that's really key to solving these problems. Always start from the inside out. So 2 have fizzy drinks and crisps. Now, think about this. If 4 had fizzy drinks, we've already accounted for 2 of them, so how many are there left over? 2. Now you can see there are 4 in total that had fizzy drinks. Let's consider those that brought crisps. We know that we've already taken into account 2 that have already brought their crisps. So the remaining lot must be 3, and they fit in this region here, meaning they have crisps but not fizzy drinks. These 2 had fizzy drinks but not crisps. There's a problem. Can you see a problem? We are missing someone. Who are we missing? Think carefully about this. Remember the 4th region. What would the 4th region say? There are 8 students here, and if I count up, I have the 3, the 2, and the 2. That makes 7. Where would the final person be? Well, one person had neither crisps or fizzy drinks, so they're completely outside the region. They're there. But they're still within this box here. This is what we call the universal set. This is what everyone is included. Let's get some notation sorted. The central bit here that you see shaded is called the "and" region, and the symbol we give is like this bridge here. It's kind of like the N in the word "and", and that's the symbol we use for meaning "and". Crisps and fizzy drinks. And we use it like that. We're going to say crisps, let's put the letter C for crisps and F for fizzy drinks. And so we can see here, this means crisps and fizzy drinks. The U is the "or" symbol. So here it's crisps or fizzy drinks. And notice this one guy here sits on their own. Now the universal set, we talked about this. This box here is a universal set. And simply put, it's all those that we are considering. All the 8 students that we are considering. And it's a strange symbol, but generally you then have in that all the things you're considering. All those that have crisps, all those that have fizzy drinks, and those that don't. All 8 students. So these are the symbols you need to get to know how to use. Here you see a little dash here and a little dash here. This means not. Those that have crisps and those that don't have crisps. Those that have fizzy drinks and those that don't have fizzy drinks. And that's the symbol we use. Now, this N means the number. So how many, what's the number that have crisps? What's the number that have fizzy drinks? What's the number that don't have crisps? What's the number that don't have fizzy drinks? I'll let you look at the chart for a second and try and work out how many have crisps, how many have fizzy drinks, how many don't have crisps, and how many don't have fizzy drinks. Hopefully you come out with this answer. 5 have crisps, 4 have fizzy drinks, 3 don't have crisps, and 4 don't have fizzy drinks. The not one can be a bit awkward. Those that don't have crisps means it's not that group, it's this one and this one. That makes your 3. Those that don't have fizzy drinks, it's not this category, so it's the 3 and the 1. Now we come to this. How many have crisps and fizzy drinks? And this one, how many have crisps or fizzy drinks? Think carefully about that. And there you go. This "and" here, they have both crisps and fizzy drinks. Or means these 3 regions. Crisps and no fizzy drinks, crisps and fizzy drinks and no crisps. but all three satisfy this statement here. Now let's consider if we can look at probability. So we're changing it slightly from how many to what's the probability. And in order to do this, we need to remember we have 8 in total. So it's all going to be out of 8 at this point. I'll give you a minute. You can pause if you want. Find out what you think it is. There you go. Let's go through this. 5, the number that have crisps, out of 8. And 4 out of 8 that have fizzy drinks. Notice these ones are the same as our previous numbers, but it's out of 8 this time. And I haven't simplified, simply to remind ourselves how many it is out of. And then you can see non-crisp takers, there are 3 of them. Those that don't have fizzy drinks, 4. Those that have both, 2 out of 8. And those that have either, 7 out of 8. So let's recap. The most important thing you need to learn here at this first stage is you always look to start from the inside out. Always go for the and put that in first. And then from here, you can work out what's left to fill in here and what's left to fill in here. Once you've done that, you can add all these together, and whatever's left over must be in this final region. I'll say that again. You start at the middle, and then you can work out what fills in this region here, what fills in there. Once you've done that, add all of these together, and whatever's left over must be in this region here. The other thing you need to remember are all these symbols and what they stand for. I hope this has been helpful.